Hello, I am going to show you how to draw a person in using realistic proportions. So here's the word: realistic proportions. That means that when you measure your head, measure the body that you're trying to make, the human figure, you measure it according to the size of the head that you make. So if you make a bigger head, then your body is going to be longer or taller. And if you make a little tiny head, then your body will be. So the goal is to make your human figure about 7 to 8 heads high or tall. There you go. So here we're going to start with the head, the human head, which is kind of like an upside down egg. Okay, so what I mean by the 7 or 8 heads high or tall is that you can measure. I think just generally, you could use a ruler if you want, but just use your pencil and finger is fine. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Right here. That's according to this head, this size head, then the body should be, the feet should be way down here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a rectangle and a kind of a ovalish sort of body just to block it in. I am going to end up making a human figure that is kind of really generalized, really like a mannequin, and then get it a little bit more realistic. So you're from the head to the bottom here is about 4 heads or so. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Yeah, some about here. So that's how to tell how long to make the body. Of course, some people have longer legs and longer bodies than others. But I'm going to go and make all the arms and legs into pieces. That means that you've got the forearm, the bicep, the upper arm, and the shoulder, and the wrist, and the hand. So then you can have each one make a movement. Get it? So I'm going to start with the shoulder and make the upper arm, and then make the upper arm about that size or so. And then the elbow joint. You see how it's going to turn into kind of like a robot or a mannequin. And then I'm going to make the forearm and the forearm. So notice that I made the forearm near the elbow wider, and then it goes skinnier towards the wrist joint. Okay, wider and then skinnier. There we go. So I made it in this position. You could make the arm in any position you want, but when you make it in pieces, then it's easier to make these kinds of movements like that. All right. So then I put in the hand, and then I'm going to make the legs, one straight, and the lower leg is the upper leg. The upper leg, femur or quadricep muscle, is the longest bone. The femur is the longest bone in the body, so that's going to be pretty long. And then I want the feet to be about here, so that means the knee and calf are about that big. Okay? And don't forget the ankle. So the feet could be a little longer. And then I'm going to make this one kind of up. I'm going to make them in like a tree pose. If you know yoga at all, this would be your tree pose. There we go. There. So notice that I'm not making this perfect at all. I'm really leaving it very sketchy. That's because speed, and then it's just the beginning part. So